Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Farming Simulator 25. Yep, it's here, it's arrived, and I got it opening day, well, kinda sorta. I didn't get to it till late in the evening after my paying job, but I've spent about, of course there's a train outside, I've spent probably somewhere between 4 and 5 hours playtime between yesterday and today, that the day I'm recording this, not the day I'm releasing it, but yeah. So they have kind of completely redone all of the user interface, but the gameplay is still very much everything that you know and love about Farming Simulator, just things look different, and I like it. For example, the mod hub. This is the mod hub. And this is very similar to how the storefront looks as well. So there are a few mods that have already made their way in. I mean, we got live map. Haven't really figured out exactly what that is. That had recently been released on 22. I never really got into it just because with the description, it just didn't seem like something I would enjoy or, you know, really try to stress to get into before 25 coming out. A few other things. We do have the government subsidy, so that you can set it up. It's different. It's the same but different. I'll put it that way. I'll show you that here when we get into gameplay. Of course, MacDon pack. Trying to think here. Believe this particular one is an add-on, if I'm not mistaken. No, MacDon is the DLC. That's right. Well, no, the Jaguar, I believe, is an add-on. So just kind of heads up. I think it was 99 cents in the Steam DLC thing. Yeah. I don't know if it's part of Season 1 pack or anything like that. I thought I bought Season 1 pack, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get into our career. I did start playing on River Bend Springs, and I love it. Downside is almost every single person I've seen do gameplay footage has done it in River Bend Springs. So we're going to go to Hutan Pantai? If I said that wrong, I am really sorry about that. I don't mean any disrespect if it's an actual place, but that is where we're going to be going into, because the third map is Zielonka, and we've done gameplay there in 22. I'm sure it's new and improved here in this as well, but just kind of give you an idea of your when you're starting. You can do this all three normal things: new farmer, farm manager, start from scratch. But now you can actually select your start money. So you can do 100,000, 250, 500, 750, and $1 million starting off. But you can also set that to be your starting loan. So if you really wanted to be a glutton for punishment, set it up for 100,000 with $1 million loan. And set your economic difficulty to hard. But if you're new to Farming Simulator, this is where you can do your guided intro tour. We're not doing that today. Believe this is also where you can start with a farm and equipment. I think it's yeah. Oh, you can actually change that with start from scratch. That's interesting. I've done new farmer mode for all of them, so like I said, we're gonna go to this place, Hutan. I feel like if I only say that I won't get in trouble, but these are all the mods that are currently active. Oh, and if I do want to note, if you are needing to change the location of your mod folder, like I had to do for 22, it's the same exact process for 22. If you're wanting me to show you guys how to do that, I can try to do that. Otherwise, I know there are videos out there that tell you how to do that for 22. It's honestly the same exact process. I did it myself. I had to refresh my mind on where I had to go, but once I did that, it worked out just fine. So just an FYI heads up on that. Oop, wrong button. Alright, here we are. I do have things kind of scaled a little differently, because normally I'm used to doing my widescreen, but because brand new game, all new user interface, and all that, I kind of wanted to make sure you guys can see. So unfortunately I don't have my mods where it keeps me next to the vehicle that I was in when I exited out. I'm hoping those kind of mods come back, because to me that's kind of like a quality of life type of mod where it is very beneficial. We got Grandpa over here. You've heard about Grandpa in probably every other video that you've watched. And you can see, you know, the user interface up there in the upper left-hand corner telling you what all the different buttons do. And you can have conversations with pressing R.
Well met. What can I do for you?
And it kind of gives you options. Can I help you with something? Who can help me around here? Let's chat. What'd I press? Sorry, the game just kind of closed out on me for a second. So we're not going to really actually chat with him, but you can have conversations. You can talk to him. You can talk to neighbors. If you want to do some... and the creepy thing is he kind of follows you wherever you go. He kind of is keeping an eye on you. So I do have some things added already to our farm. But for one, let's take a look at the map. Definitely is a decent sized map. But you can see over here on the left hand side just how different that is now. If you guys are used to my videos or anyone else's videos from 22, or you've played 22 but you don't have 25 yet, this is very similar. They've just kind of reworked things. So you got your crop types, your growth. So instead of having like a million things over here on the very left hand side, they've kind of scrunched things together and put them in different areas. So anything that has to do with the map, you can see here. So you got your crop types, your growth, what's going on with your soil. And the one fields that we are focused on are 27, 28, 30, and 31, which is kind of a combined setup there. So we've already spread lime on 27 and 28. We've plowed 27, 28, and 30. We've also collected the stones on all three of those. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to plant. I need to figure out soon because we are still in August. It does start you off in August as did 22. And it's set up for 1 day months, basically. So if you like to spend your times a little bit more in each month instead of, you know, you're working in and all of a sudden, holy crap, it's snowing? When did we get into January? Yeah, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you play with seasons, that is. You also got hotspots, which basically kind of tells you where everything is. Because on your little mini map, you just see the colors, honestly. So you can kind of see, you know, you can visit with Ben. Oop, didn't mean to select that. That's our farmhouse. That's that. And there's Walter. So you can select to visit all those guys. You can see there's a few of them kind of scattered around the map. There's David. Or you can rent a train over there. We've got a warehouse. Our shop is all the way up here. Katie's over there. As well as wherever your equipment is. So that's normal. The workers and such, or the contracts and such, are a little bit different. And then you can kind of see all of the farmland. Make sure that, hey, you know, you can purchase certain areas, even up here. So it's not like hitting X on the main map when you were looking at it in 22, and it's showing your farmland. It's actually its own separate tab. So you can also create a job, because GPS is now base game, or a form of GPS, I'll put it that way. And I'll show you if you have any actual workers going, and I'll show you guys GPS here shortly. But here's the crop calendar. And you got your weather down there, and I do have a weather forecast thing that I built and put out. So there is that. So right now, if we really wanted to plant anything, we can do canola. And I think in the 3 fields that we have rice in, because I can't plant rice until starting in April. So I think what I'm going to do is plant oilseed radish in my 3 fields. Actually, I might do 2 fields and 1 grass. Just kind of as, a rotation, giving one a break. I think I might do that. So, and then come springtime, at least the 2 with the oilseed radish, I can plant whichever rice I have a planter for. I don't know offhand. It's very new. I haven't really looked into that. We own no animals right now. And this is you still have your basic way of doing contracts as well. Baling dead wood. That actually allows you to go cut trees down. The marked trees. And according to this, for that big area, it says it would take about 48 minutes. If I'm reading that right. I hope that's not 48 hours. Oi. And I know in the other main farm. Yeah, there it is. So with Walter here, we can cut the dead wood. And with Kate, we could transport it technically. So you see here, we got 18,000 possible dollars for reward. This one's only 750. So if my thinking is accurate and correct, because this says that we can sell the trees afterwards. All he wants us to do is cut them down. It doesn't say anything about what he wants us to do after the fact. So technically the trees are yours. And if you are aware of what's going on, look in your transports. And if you have a wood transport, you could very well possibly get them cut down. And it says 33. I'm not seeing I'm looking here. Okay, so maybe she does have a spot for us to cut trees down, or maybe they're staged. It doesn't hurt to kind of keep your eye out on things like that, because with the way I'm thinking, the way the contract's read on the other map, and I am having a brain fart on it because it's that new. It was the same person offering both contracts. So my thing was cut the trees, get them loaded up, make sure this contract's selected, and take them and sell them. And then worry about whatever else we got. Apparently we have 2 different production chains. So we have this greenhouse for rice saplings. We're missing water and we're missing the rice saplings. Okay. And then a medium... Oh, that's what that is. Medium mushroom greenhouse. Again, missing water. Oh, we just need water for that one. Oh, that's one. We just need water too. Ew. Snap. Okay. Sorry, I'm learning along with you guys. We have all these available. If we wanted to go buy them. Of course, you got your price look at. Then your settings options. So, enough of that. I'm sure you guys want to see some gameplay. So, there is only a couple pieces of equipment that I've purchased. Oh, my mouse is acting up lovely. So this harvester, you start off with this little 3. If I can angle around to see it, here we go. This Ape 50 is apparently what it's called. This little 3-wheel trike. He's so tiny. Alright, enough of that. So this I built here. This is a farm shop. Allows us to basically sell our products here. So if when you harvest the rice, we should be able to drop it off here and get profit from it. I don't know if it's one of those things that it just does it over time. We'll find out here. But that's our weather forecast thing that I bought and put down. We also built that. A weather mill. Or not, weather mill. Windmill. And why? Alright. Stupid mouse. Why aren't you cooperating for me? Like it gets to a certain point, it just doesn't want to. So frustrating when equipment doesn't want to work right. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. 1 second. Maybe? It's because Alright, yeah. Why are you still looking up? I'm having some technical difficulties here. I don't know what that flashing is. I've tried to look into it. I believe it's some settings I have to work on. I haven't had this issue the entire time I've been playing, so what the heck? Ooh. Oh, there we go. Because of the game resolution, I do apologize. Because of the game resolution, if I can talk, wow. When I was trying to scroll down, for whatever reason, my mouse was leaving the game. So, yeah. So I did buy this guy here. This is where we can sell the rocks that we collect from the field, just so we actually have a place to sell them. The only thing I have to be able to crush the rocks down into lime is way too big, and it kept trying to tell me, oh, you don't own the land, or oh, it's blocked by this, this, and this. So we started the game with this as well. This is one of the 3. Trying to think here. Yeah, I think this is one of the 3 pieces that I ended up buying after starting the game. We do start with this Great Plains planter as well as this. I believe this is the cultivator, because all the plows that are currently in game are the angle plows, and I hate those. So we have a subsoiler that does it. So this is actually one of our rice fields. We do have a little bit of a border. I'm not going to worry about filling it right now by any means. Just because I don't want to. And oh. Apparently my Xbox controller that I just started using decided that it didn't want to work, so I gotta find my other. I just love being prepared for these. Oh, there it is. all good now. So this is the truck that I'm using to basically be my grain wagon. I currently have it 49, almost half, just about half full of rice right now. So this just says it's regular rice, but it is good to harvest. And this is one of the new pieces of equipment. And it's just regular rice harvest to my knowledge. I haven't done anything with the Xbox controller, so we're just gonna do this. So, as far as the helper goes, sorry, my brain just went woo somewhere else. What I'm gonna do real quick is just get that far into the field, just so we're actually in the field. Oh, let's back out a little bit. That's rather loud. So you can see up, I don't know if you guys can read that because I know it's a little on the small side, but activating the AI worker, at least for me being on PC, is the same thing that was in 22, the H key. However, to adjust the mode, you actually hold the H key, which brings this screen up. And you can actually have it set up to where you can do the driving and everything. It just will steer for you, essentially. And with this harvester, I can't decrease it with the AI worker, but obviously, as you saw, we can do that with the steering assist, which is fine. You can have it skip lines, which I don't know why you would want to do that. Because if you skip lines, you're not going to get everything harvested. The only exception would be, well, no. I was going to say maybe if you're running with 2 harvesters, but that still wouldn't work out because it doesn't give you the option to do alternating lines. But yeah, you basically do that, and that saves it. Then you just come, this is the way I've learned. I don't know if there's an easier way coming out of that, but once you know that's set, you don't have to do that every time. But if you're going into a new field or you're wanting to adjust settings from a previous field, that's how you do that. And then you just hit the H key and it goes about its business. Kind of figures out where it's at and what it needs to do. So that's kind of why I did that, because I don't know if it would actually get that part or not. And the corners it does are a little bit different compared to 22. With course, basically this is almost like course play. And I like course play versus the GPS, to be honest with you. So it's not like like I said, it's more similar to course play. I know, and I never really got into the GPS mod. I tried it once or twice. I don't know, maybe I was just overthinking it too much and I just couldn't get into it, but basically it cuts it out so that way it can make the turn in the previous or the next passes, because it's going to do 3 headline passes. I can't really do much about that with the AI. If I was actually the one driving, that's one thing. But one thing I have noticed, guys, by the way, I currently have my Hori truck driving set up. It doesn't appear to be compatible with Farming Sim. I haven't been able to get it to work properly. It would be nice if Hori would be able to update that, so that way we don't have to constantly switch between them, because I do have both the farm equipment set up as well as the truck driving, so yeah, would be nice, but I can always do the keyboard cat and be done with it. Doesn't bother me a bit. But it tries to basically cut the corners to make it easier when you're turning. And yeah. Once it gets done with the 3 headland passes, it just seems to fly through it though. And I'll show you when we get the subsoiler. When we get this field done, we get the subsoiler over here. I'm not going to just touch any settings at all. I'm not going to do any cut. It's just going to be a matter of me pulling it into the field and hitting H, and it's going to go back and do its thing. But I hope you guys can actually see just how nice this game is. I mean, even down there in the valley, up there in the top part of the screen, you can see that there's fog in that area. When I was getting some of the equipment down from the shop, I was driving through some fog myself. So it's very nice to see things like that in the game. I haven't seen any rain yet. I've seen other players, like Formal Pickle, for example, did a video recently on plowing snow. And with the way the plowing was working for him, it looks amazing. I can't wait to get to that point. I can't wait for some of the mods to come out, kind of make it even better. The modding community, if you guys aren't aware, is just simply amazing for farming sim. They do amazing work. I'm sure there's some issues here and there, but for the most part, everyone respects everyone else, and it's a good community. So just don't be a punk and ruin it for everybody, though. Don't steal mods. But yeah, the downside is, as you can see, they don't really give you any kind of ETA on when it's going to be done. It just simply says, hey, this is active. Don't touch the steering wheel. I mean, granted, not like touching the steering wheel is going to work anyway, because technically you're not in the driver's seat. I mean, you are, but you're not. I mean, look how this thing steers, though. You got the joystick up there at the front by the windshield. You got, looks like you're essentially your forward and reverse there on the left with that orange thing as far as your speed goes. This thing is just crazy. If I were to hop in this like in real life and look at it, I'd probably go, I don't want to touch any buttons. I don't know what the buttons do. But at the same time, I'd be looking at the buttons and go, ooh, what does this do? Ooh, what does that do? And I'd be getting yelled at by somebody because I was screwing up settings or something. I don't know. We do have crop destruction on, but thankfully the AI is not affected by that. I've noticed, because they do tend to drive into the crop quite a bit. I do kind of wish, like, the, you know, little cameras like they have there in the corner, I kind of wish that they would actually work. The mirrors look like they're doing fine. Ooh, I hate the fact that that one's all the way over there, but I get it because this is a wide machine. But this cabin is actually nicely set up, in my opinion. I guess that's an escape hatch. Whew. Sorry, I'm not trying to get anyone motion sickness, so if I did, I apologize. Let's come back out here and get everyone recentered. Just breathe deep, close your eyes, just breathe deep. That was not my intention to get you motion sickness. Yeah, I'm gonna let this guy do its thing, and then I will show you just how it works without having to touch settings. And we'll be right back. Well, that was quick for that harvester, and they're done already. While they were doing their thing, I decided to hop over here and get the rocks picked out of this field. We already did the subsoiler in it, and I got to thinking, I haven't mentioned anything about the ground deformation that they have in the game now. Now, as you can see here, you actually get tire treads in your fields. And with tire treads comes compaction. So I don't know if you can really tell. All these lines are from the trailer of this rock picker. Now keep in mind, and go ahead and fold that up because I don't need that going anymore. You can see that even the duals that I have on this tractor cause ground deformation as well. So it's a little bit more widespread. It's not nearly as bad as the trailer, in my opinion. Now our harvester up here for the rice, almost like grain. My brain's not with it today. This actually, the AI does affect the ground deformation, or whatever you want to call it. I need to go empty this out and park it. Yeah, because it is tracked, it doesn't really do too much in terms of affecting the ground. Let's get that pipe out here, and just so you guys are aware, I'm going to do my best to, to resolve this whole black screen flickering in and out type of deal before my next video. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you're dumping into something, in the upper right hand corner there, it'll actually show you how full it's getting. So that way you can kind of keep an eye on things, making sure that you're getting things. Oh, and that building there, where am I facing? There we go. I forgot to let you guys know that this is another one that I popped in. With the way it's set up, I'm kind of saying it's a basically a warehouse for the one I put it over there by the house. So that's what I'm going with, and I'm sticking to it. All right, get out of that. I can't promise I'm going to have the screen resolution like this for every single game video that I have, but I'll do what I can. I know I've had one or two comments mention it, so I haven't done anything in terms of this white tractor, and it is a white company tractor, 8510. I haven't done anything with it in this field at all. So well, first I'm going to turn it on. And also, the tracks that you do aren't just related to the field. Now, right now, because it hasn't been plowed up or anything, the tracks that you leave aren't going to be near as bad as after you, say, plow it. So right now, even though we're just kind of looking at where we're in the field. I'm just going to press H, and AI is going to do its thing. And I think I have it set up to do, middle first. Middle first, and I think like 2 or 3 headlands. It's got to be 3 headlands. Yeah, 3 automatic. That's interesting. You can actually access that, but it won't give you a field. It's saying no field detected for a preview. So, I mean, you could theoretically adjust your settings, but it wouldn't be effective until you either restart the AI or otherwise. And you can actually see those tracks very well from here in that other field. Sorry, we'll not block him. And like I said, it's not just in fields that it affects it. Anywhere there's dirt or, like a dirt lane or anything like that, even in grass, I'm sure it'll be very prevalent, but that just kind of adds to the realism of the game, in my opinion. And every single vehicle is going to do that. This shouldn't be any different here. Yep. You can kind of see the tracks there. But I'm going to figure out where I can sell this grain at to get the most for my buck. Or most for my kernel. I don't know. Anyway, guys. If you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just select you here and there. If you made it this far in my video, guys, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. With all that being said, we will catch you in the next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.